Hi, this is your intuitive reading for the week of September 11th. And the cards that I've chosen this week are the Soul Coaching cards by Denise Linn. And two cards fell out. So we're going to read both of those. The first one is Beginnings. I cherish all the cycles in my life. And Compassion. The vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. So first we'll do the beginnings. So to me, it's interesting because we're now coming into the fall time, and so this card is really reflective of, it's almost like the beginning of winter has ended and the cycle has ended, and now we're starting to leap forward into the new cycle of spring. And even though it's becoming fall, I think what it's telling you is that right at this moment we need to be sowing the seeds that we want to see come to life into the springtime. And everything is cyclical, but at the same time, it's always moving, right? So it flips back and forth, even though we're going in the cycle of the moons and we're going in the cycle of the seasons and things like that. We're also starting to make new beginnings, and by making those new beginnings, we need to get those seeds planted and out into it. And we need to know that sometimes there needs to be some lack in order to bring the newness in. So it's really a time too of shedding what no longer suits us, and in order to bring the new in, because if we're so full of what doesn't suit us, and we can't make those leaps forward because we're stagnant, we're just not moving anywhere. So we always need to be looking at how to release those things back out to start anew and get new things running into it for us. So anyways, that's what I'm getting. I shall read it now from the book. So the card meaning is: a new cycle is beginning in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. Your soul wants you to know life goes in cycles. In the phases of the earth, the plants die in the fall so that there can be new birth in the spring. It's the universal dance of death and rebirth. There's a time to end and begin, and this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships when they are no longer empower you, your soul asks that you not cling to the old, but set sail into the new waters. Face your fear and allow yourself to stretch in a new direction. Your soul is at your side, and wonderful opportunities will be born in your life. Wholeness occurs when you can say yes to both endings and beginnings. And the affirmation is: I cherish all the cycles in my life. So I think that's really important, right? Because we need to honor where we are in that particular moment. So I think that is a really great affirmation to take with you, to cherish, and just a reminder that we need to be cherishing where we're at. Rather, we're on the highest of high or on the lowest of lows. We need to cherish each step that we're taking so that we can keep moving things forward. The next card that I chose was Compassion. I guess chose itself because they both flew out. The card meaning, or well, I guess I'll tell you what I think first and then I'll go. So what I'm picking up from this is really, it's about having love for yourself. It's really talking about doing some self-healing. If you do any kind of energy work, Reiki or whatever, it's really a time to kind of reattune to your own self and know the healing that you need to provide to yourself, because we can't fill other people's cups if we don't fill our own cups first. And so we need to have compassion for ourselves first so that we can go out into the world and that we can provide our light for other people and the healing that we need to. And the best way to do that is through compassion. And I think that even when we're out there in the world and we're showing up every day, we need to show up with compassion for other people and meet people where they're at their stage in the life. Because too often I think we put our own thoughts and feelings on what other people, or where we think that they should be, or what level we think they should have attained because of their age or because of their education or whatever external things. And really, we need to be coming from a compassionate place of the heart. And so that's really what I'm getting. I also get that it's really when you're doing your healing, for other people. Accept the healing that's coming back to you, because it's always an energy exchange when we're doing that. And I feel that's really important. So anyways, this is the card, and I will read from the book. The card meaning: you are a deeply compassionate being. Allow the light of your goodwill to shine to the world. Accept the care that the Creator has for you. You're loved and immensely lovable. Your soul wants you to know true compassion starts with yourself. Gently, lovingly, and unconditionally accept yourself just as you are. It isn't necessary to be perfect, and there's no one that you need to please but your higher self. The more you can release judgments and negative beliefs about yourself, the more true compassion you'll have for others. Be gentle with yourself and cherish who you really are. It's a time to release guilt and shame because they no longer serve you. Forgive yourself and others. Anytime you notice a negative thought about yourself crop up, immediately replace it with a positive one. And the affirmation is: the vibration of compassion shines through my every cell. So I really think it's important to realize just how important we are, and that we need to start with ourselves and have compassion for ourselves and realize what a beautiful light being that we are. And those are your cards for the week. And I will see you next week. I hope you have a magical week.